Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday morning medical Qigong practice. Today, we're going to be working on the 3-line relaxation technique, which is the still standing form or a standing form and a still form of medical Qigong meditation that we practice. And we'll be doing the first 2 exercises of the Rejuvenation series. So first, let's go ahead and open up and work on the tapping warm-ups. Help say good morning to the body and good morning to the day. We're settling into the space. Allowing the bottoms of the feet to melt into the earth. Softening the knees. Relaxing the low back. Relaxing the shoulders. Softening the jaw. Allowing the tip of the tongue to touch the roof of the mouth. And elevating the very top of the head just a bit up into the sky. Beginning our tapping. Breathing in and out through the nose. Widening the stance further so we can open up the channels in the lower half of the body. Waking up the kidneys. Placing the palms of the kidneys, circling down the sides and up the spine. Resting the palms of the kidneys, closing the eyes. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi to the low back, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to flow to wherever it's needed within the body. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi to the low back, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to travel to wherever it's needed within the body. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Letting the mind relax into the breath. Allowing the breath to relax the body. And allowing the chi to flow freely to wherever it's needed. When you're ready, gently opening the eyes, letting the arms come back down to the sides and closing, bringing that left foot back to the right. We're going to be working on our 3-line relaxation technique. If you have low blood pressure, or if you haven't eaten yet this morning, or if you just feel a little lightheaded, or if you feel like you become lightheaded during the exercise, please, please, please feel free to sit down. Or if you need to, open your eyes to kind of regain your bearings. Once again, I can't say enough, this is not a push through the pain type of exercise or push through the fainting type of exercise. We want to work with our bodies. And just to note, once again, the 3-line relaxation, our lines are first the front of the body, then the posterior plane of the body, from the head, down the sides, tops of the shoulders, down the outside of the arms, and then we transition to underneath the arms and coming down the inner aspect, the medial aspect of the arms, once again gathering and coming down the sides of the torso, the inner and outer aspects of the leg. So let's go ahead and begin. Opening up. Feet are hip width, shoulder width apart. Nice, stable, relaxed stance. The tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. And closing the eye. Taking a moment to visualize and imagine standing underneath a waterfall of energy flowing down from the sky. This waterfall of energy flowing down from the sky first reaches the very top of the head, the crown of the head, before then flowing forward through the scalp to the anterior hairline, flowing down the forehead and the brow, coming down the eyelids, circulating throughout the eyes, before then coming out through the cheekbones, flowing down over the nose, down the cheeks, down the upper lips, into the mouth, into the gums and the teeth, circulating throughout the mouth, before then coming out through the lower lips, flowing down the chin, before then coming down underneath the chin, flowing down through the throat, gathering at the clavicle, before then flowing down the upper musculature of the chest, down into the solar plexus, circulating throughout the upper abdomen, the middle abdomen, the lower abdomen, before then gathering at the front of the hips, flowing down from the torso into the frontal aspect of the thighs, down through the musculature of the quadriceps, entering into the knee joint, circulating throughout the knees, before then flowing down through the frontal aspect of the shins, gathering at that junction between the lower leg and the foot, the tops of the ankles, before then flowing down over the tops of the feet into the ribs of the toes, flowing out from the toes back into the earth. We're allowing this waterfall of energy to take with it anything we don't need or want. This waterfall is softening any areas that feel stuck or stagnant. Softening any areas that may feel tight. Adding extra nourishment that may be needed. Taking a moment to just breathe and appreciate this flow of energy. Now we bring our mind's eye to the very top of the head once again. This time we're following that flow of energy backwards, down through the scalp to the posterior hairline, down where the back of the head meets the cervical spine, the back of the neck, flowing down through the tissues of the neck, meeting with the very tops of the shoulders, flowing down through the upper aspect, the upper musculature of the upper back, down through the thoracic spine, flowing down through to the lower back, circulating there before then meeting with the sacral area, with the glutes, flowing through the musculature to that junction where the backs of the glutes meet the hamstrings, the upper aspect of the legs, Gathering there before then flowing down through the hamstrings. Flowing into the popliteal fossa, that soft area, the soft tissue behind the knees. Circulating throughout the knee joints. Before then continuing its way down the lower legs, through the calf muscles, into the Achilles tendons. Around and through the area of the heels. Flowing underneath the arches of the feet. Into the balls of the feet. The webs of the toes. And then out the toes, releasing back into the earth. Again, allowing this waterfall of energy to take with it anything you don't need or want. Allowing the energy to soften any stagnations. And leaving behind nourishment for your tissues and body to use. Bringing the awareness to the very top of the head once more. We're now allowing this waterfall to flow down the sides of the scalp to the temples. Circulating down into the ears. Before then flowing into the musculature of the jaw, softening the jaw. Flowing underneath that jaw to the sides of the neck. Down to the very tops of the shoulders. Circulating throughout that shoulder joint, before then continuing on down the outside, the lateral aspect of the upper arms. Coming into the elbows, flowing down throughout the musculature of the forearms. Gathering and flowing through the bones of the wrist. Before then flowing through the backs of the hands, the bones of the hands into the webs of the fingers. And then allowing this energy to flow from the fingers back into the earth. Now we're allowing that energy to gather underneath the arms, within the armpit area. A little ball of energy circulating there so that the arms float just a bit away from the body. Energy gathering underneath the arms, underneath the shoulders. Before then flowing down through the medial aspect, the inner aspect of the upper arms, into the elbows, down through the medial inner aspect of the forearms, flowing throughout the wrists, before then gathering into the palms of the hands, into the webs of the fingers, and then flowing out the fingertips back into the earth. Inhaling and exhaling. Allowing the mind's eye to stay with this waterfall of energy. last time, we're allowing that energy to gather underneath the arms. This time it's flowing down the sides of the torso, down the sides of the ribs and the intercostal spaces. Gathering at the waist, entering into the joints of the hips, circulating there, before then flowing down the inner and outer aspects of the upper leg, the thigh, flowing down into the knee joint, and down the aspects of the outer and inner aspects of the lower leg. Gathering at the ankle joint, circulating throughout the ankle joint. Before then flowing down the sides of the feet, wrapping down to underneath the feet, and emptying back into the earth. Allowing this waterfall of energy to take with it anything you don't need or want. Allowing it to soften any stagnations. And allowing this waterfall to leave behind its clear, pure energy, that it might nourish your body, giving the tissues and the channels, the bones, any extra energy it might need. Allowing the mind to relax into the moment. And allowing yourself to breathe. When you're ready, first allow the arms to gently come back down to the sides. And then gently allow the eyes to open. And closing, bringing that left foot back to the right. Okay. So after taking a couple breaths and coming back, welcome back. Let's go ahead and work on the Rejuvenation series. Now, if you need to take a little break, or if you feel like you're okay just going ahead and sitting or standing or staying with your hands on your lower dantian, you're more than welcome to do that. If you'd like to go ahead and continue and review our Rejuvenation series, the first 2 exercises, feel free to do that as well. So our first exercise for the Rejuvenation series, the wave, our opening, inhaling, exhaling, in, and out, inhaling, and exhaling. Opening up. I'm going to scoot over so I'm in line. Backs of the hands come together. Inhaling. Exhaling. In and out. Moving now at your own pace. And about one more. Closing. Inhaling. It's your choice if you want the extra exhalation here. Before then inhaling all the way up. Exhaling. In. Out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Then we have our shaking exercise. Same opening, inhaling. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Opening. Go at whatever pace works best for you. Remember the breath stays slow and even. If you like, you can close your eyes. And starting to slow down. And closing. Okay, so for our finish, for our closing exercises, we're going to add in a few more of the circles. So instead of doing nine up the right, down the left, I'm not mirroring. 9 up the right and down the left, and 9 up the left and down the right. If you want, classically, men do 36 circles for the first session, like for the first go, and then 24 circles for the second session. Classically, women do 24 the first session and 36 the second session. So our numbers are either 36 and 24 or 24 and 36. I'm going to let you decide. But that's what we're going to do. So go ahead and bring the palms together, transferring some of that wonderful chi that you've been cultivating. And then we're going to bring the palms to the lower dantian. And now you're going to do your circles. Either 36 and 24 or 24 and 36. Keeping the eyes closed. Gathering that chi into the lower dantian. then you're also not only gathering the chi, you're concentrating that chi. Once you've completed your circles, resting the palms at the lower dantian. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Allowing the mind to relax into the breath. Allowing the breath to relax the body. And allowing the chi to settle and store so that you may use it throughout the rest of your day. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Qigong family.